January is National Get Organized Month, meaning there's no better time to tackle the clutter than right now. We all have those chaotic, overflowing spaces that we've been ignoring, so consider this your sign to reclaim your space. And here to share her tips is Suzanne Allbee, owner and professional organizer with Be Organized Seattle. Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So some people, including myself, get a little overwhelmed when we start thinking about everything we have to organize.
Right.
So why can organizing just be so overwhelming for people?
Well, you know, where do I begin, right?
Right.
There's a sense of overwhelm. There's too much. Clutter can totally weigh us down. It can make us feel, more stressed, depressed, all the things, right? So we want to help you kind of clean that up.
And what is the biggest mistake people make when trying to get organized?
They go out and buy all the bins and baskets, right?
Oh, really?
Not the way to go.
What do you do then?
First you do is you just get rid of your stuff, right? So our favorite organizing product actually is this lovely donation box, right? So 2 main rules of getting and staying organized is really to own less. We all have too much stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then to assign everything a home. So we're going to start with owning less.
Okay,
right?
so those are your 2 simple rules of being organized.
And everything should have a home, right? Very easy.
Well, if everybody is struggling at home too, like with getting rid of something particular, what advice do you have for them?
Sure. Start in any space, but start small or start wherever and make piles, right? We're going to go through your things, take everything else. These are just piles of what you're going to keep, what you're going to dispose of, what you're going to donate. And then we deal with what we're going to keep and put it in an organized fashion. But there are so many wonderful causes in Seattle to donate to. Sometimes finding a cause that you feel really passionate about can also be motivating on letting things go.
That's definitely the motivator there. And why is a junk drawer actually a good place to start?
Well, everyone has one, right?
I know, mine's chaotic. I never want anyone to look inside. Oh, and look at
right?
this. Oh, this actually looks like an organized junk drawer. Mine looks a lot worse than that.
Well, there could be better, right? So the goal here, and then, starting small, a junk drawer, right? Everyone has one. This is kind of an after, beautiful junk drawer. But what you do is basically sort through the things, group the things that are likes together, get rid of the excess. You have cords that you don't even know what they go to.
I know.
It's time to get rid of those. Don't, responsibly dispose of them.
Do you like having these clear kind of bins with a junk drawer as well, or what do you recommend? Because mine is just everywhere. There's no little clear drawers like this.
So the clear little drawer dividers just help keep things together, right? It avoids that mess and that tangle. So yeah, it's super easy, super affordable way to do this. Keeps it clean and tidy, and it's very obvious when you open the drawer where things belong.
Yeah, and so you were saying you start with what's so with the pens here, and what else can you tell people at home to look for?
Yeah, pens, here's your tape and scissors, right? You're gonna wrap a gift, right? Just things, that are same system applies to any other space that you might have, your pantry, all your dry goods in the same area, all of your canned goods in another area. Keeping those likes together helps kind of create some organized space.
And then you can actually see what you have, because I know sometimes you're constantly buying something new because you think you don't have any tape, but then actually if you took the time you realize, I have tape 5.
Right? Absolutely. It's amazing how much money you can actually save by being organized because you know what you own.
Yeah.
You know your own inventory. You're not going and rebuying.
Is your house just so organized? Do you love this world? Does this just make you so excited?
Most of it is, but have you ever heard that phrase, the cobbler's kids have no shoes? There's a little bit of that.
Okay.
We all have a life journey, right? Everything changes. It's not about perfection. It's about, getting and trying to stay with an organized system.
Definitely. You also have some fun ideas over here, including labeling and then a little turntable. What can you tell me here?
So labels, you've seen pictures maybe on Pinterest of all those fancy labels and all that. It's not about making it look pretty. It's really about sustaining your system. So if you label a system, you label a closet, what goes on which drawer or shelf, then it's obvious for everyone involved, where things belong. Things are more likely to return to where they need to be.
Yeah.
So it's assigning a home.
Okay.
Making sure everyone that lives there knows where that home is, right?
It makes sense. A power purge too. Yeah. What is this?
I can tell the power purge earlier.
Yes, you got excited about it.
We did. So these are just 3 simple questions that you can ask yourself when you're going through your things. Does this item make me happy? You'd be surprised at how many people hold on to things that actually have a negative memory.
Oh.
Right? So keep the things in your home that make you happy. Is it useful now or in the near future? Do you actually use this item? Right? Again, we keep things sometimes that are no longer useful, or maybe it's kids' toys that they've outgrown.
Yeah.
Right? And then thirdly, is it, very sentimental? Is it special? Is it unique? Is it really a big, memory for you? If everything is special, nothing is what we like to say.
Yeah.
So you really need to extract what is truly special and provides a positive memory for you. Why keep the negative, right?
Gosh, and with the new year, I feel like it's just time to do that and like shed all the negativity out of it.
It is time, and there's no shame, there's no, everyone reaches a point in their homes where we could use a little help.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. We're all there.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
It's great to talk to an expert and a professional in any field. Getting back to the donations too, because I really do love that. Do you have any organizations that you love to donate to?
Yes, there are so many in town. Our website actually has a full list of partnerships that we love, but a lot of these donation recipients have particular causes that you might be passionate about. For example, Bella's Voice is an organization whose proceeds go to animal welfare. So you're a dog cat lover.
I am.
Right? You can donate your things to that, knowing what that cause goes to, right? So it's a great way to be motivated sometimes by understanding who's getting that item.
That is motivating. Mary's Place, Furniture Repair Bank, and Ridwell too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ridwell, I hope most people in Seattle know Ridwell, but it is a great way to responsibly dispose of things. Batteries, styrofoam. They do a pickup service at your home.
Easy peasy, no excuses there too.
No,
Before we leave too, when is it time to call in the professionals? Just really any point of being overwhelmed?
Well, of course, but if you've tried and haven't succeeded, or perhaps you just, do feel overwhelmed. It's not often just one space in your home. There's usually a domino effect, right? It's not your closet, it's probably the entire home. Or you just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like I call in a landscaper because I don't want to do my lawn.
Right.
There's no shame in that. We can come help and actually get the project done.
Exactly.
It's amazing how many people just put it off. I'll get that garage done someday. And it never gets done.
And now we can with
get it
you.
done.
Thank you so much. This was so much fun. I love organizing.